Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You ain't run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga, boo. I'm a 88 pack nigga, boo. I mean, day walking, drink blood, trains out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. Lightweight on the late night. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. Drew Titan Bronson on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. I'll be doing pep talk tomorrow. But I didn't get to talk some boxing like I really wanted to. I did this morning, but Miguel struck again, and she's making it obvious. So I want she to keep making it do what it do, because I'm gonna do what I do. Don't cry later. Y'all know. You already know what time it is. Yes, sir. So anyway, see, we got in the building. 704 Joe, what's good? Todd Swindle, Shower, salute, sis. Mark Wunderlich in the building. Cameron Fields, the other queen, salute. Big Joe Townsend, Sam Mack, blue collar guy. Shaquilla, the other queen, salute. Henry Hunter, what's going on? Derek Gaines, the legend, what's good? Jumped on me. Ugh. Mind of Mansa Musa, Darius, the Sensei, Stormy B-Man, Young Hollywood. Man, I had an interesting day. I totally have to wait for Patreon. Y'all wouldn't believe the day I had. It's like Murphy's Law. It was crazy today, but whatever. Yes, salute. Big brother in life, what's going on? Detroit Nader, smash the like button, like and share the video. Let Miguel know that we're here. Not queer. We ain't going nowhere.
Hi, Miguel! Miguel!
Yeah, I hurt his feelings. We keep hurting your feelings, Miguel. So, hope y'all had a beautiful day. Let's get into it. Well-deserved versus doesn't deserved. Well-deserved versus doesn't deserved. Oh, you did? You sent? Wait, hold on. Hold on a second. You sent it? Let me see. What is this? Hey, yo. Is this real? What is this? Hey, bro. Hey, yo. All right. Is that on the market? Bill D, what's good? What the? Hey, bro. You know what, man? All right. All right, man. Damon, what's good, man? All right. I just saw something that, Hey, bro, what the? I mean, I'm laughing because it's mad uncomfortable to look at. This is ridiculous. Hold on. No, I'm sorry, Joe. I was looking at something else. I'm gonna send you what I'm looking at. What I was looking at though. This is crazy, bro. Hold on. Pete, I just sent you something. That's what I was looking at, bro. This is why I gotta stay out my DM sometimes, because people send me some wild stuff. Joe, let me know when you see that. And yeah, if that's on the market, that's crazy. You see that? That's crazy, right? That's what I was looking at. But give me a minute. I'm gonna check yours in a minute, but give me a minute. Let me do this show, man. Bro, this is some crazy stuff. So yeah, oh yeah, Stormy, absolutely. I'm not gonna be long-winded on this. I'm just gonna give my stance on yeah, Joseph. Yeah, that's a whole. I don't know what that is. That can't be real. I hope it's not. That's crazy. They better Photoshop the hell out of that, because there's gonna be heads rolling. But anyway, that was crazy. I don't want to hear anything about Keyshawn. Look, I know there's a lot of things going on. What do they call themselves? The Get Active Squad. Look, I get it. I already told y'all a long time. These kids today, they move very weird. You know, Keyshawn and Shakur and Tank. Those are some weird dudes, and I don't want them in my circle at all. You know, they're fatherless, and you have no father, but you claim this brotherhood, which is weird to me. Oh, thank God, Joseph. Thank God it's not real. Thank God. But putting that aside, I don't mind Keyshawn getting some shine. I don't mind at all. And the reason why I don't mind is because this little devil on the left, this little guy, Vasily Lomachenko. I mean, I watched a video of Tank's team talking about how Keyshawn went to the amateurs. You know what I mean? He went to the amateurs at one point or whatever. Look, man, I'm not hearing any of that. Because right now, I would take Keyshawn over Lamont Roach. I'm not hearing anything that Team Tank Davis has to say. In fact, I'm pushing for this fight because nobody said anything except us. Nobody questioned the fast track they put Vasily Lomachenko on. Now, I'm not like some super Keyshawn Davis fan. You know, I had issues with this kid. I don't like the fact that him and Shakur got on the Instagram and they were, you know, entertaining Ryan Garcia. And y'all know I have a problem with that. Y'all know I want them to freeze these racist clowns out. Know what I'm saying? I want them to be frozen out. What's up, Freeman? I want him to freeze those guys out. I want all the black fighters to work it out between them. Leave Teofimo alone. Leave Lomachenko alone. Leave Ryan Garcia alone. Let those guys fight. Because you know what happens with Ryan Garcia. Jeff Sparks, salute. You know what happens when Ryan Garcia tries to throw an event with a subpar opponent, right? Nobody watches him. The weekend that Devin Haney beat the crap out of Regis Prograis, the next week, Ryan Garcia, I believe he was at the Toyota Center, right? Tone, what up? I think he was in Houston, right? Rob Neal was there. He said half the arena was shut off, and it wasn't even sold out. So that's what happens when Ryan Garcia don't have a proper dance partner. Same thing with Tyson Fury. For Deontay, ducked the immediate rematch, went out and fought under Top Rank, and they were giving away tickets. I clearly remember that. PGH, salute. I clearly remember that. I was like, okay, he's not the starter he thought he was. Yeah, Damon, it was against Oscar Duarte. Wasn't a good turnout. I remember that. Teofimo Lopez, he ain't been on pay-per-view yet. In his mind, he's this rock star. He's not. So they need a black dance partner. That's where all the disrespect comes from. That's where all the hatred comes from. So I do not mind Keyshawn talking himself up like the way he's doing. I don't mind at all. Hell, I say he deserved it. Let's take a trip down memory lane. I pulled up Vasily's box rec. Okay. It's October 13th. As soon as he stepped his foot in the pros, he fought Jose Luis Ramirez in Vegas, WBO International Feather. That means there was something on the line there. So as soon as he kicked in the door, waving the 4-4, they were trying to put gold around his waist. I said, okay, whatever. And then March 14th, he fought a guy named Orlando Salido. You know what was on the line? The WBO Feather. It was vacant. They were fighting for a vacant title. Salido, he loses the title for being overweight, but the belt was at stake for Loma only, and he lost. Now stop right there. Where's the? Do you remember when people were screaming and hollering at Orlando Salido? Because I wasn't doing content when that happened. I was in a Facebook group, and nobody said that was Loma's fault. Nobody said that Salido was too big. In fact, they did say that he was hitting below the belt and things like that. That's what they did say, and they were like, I don't want to say it was making excuses. The only thing I said was, well, hit him low, hit him back. I never once said he didn't have to take the fight. They said, okay, well, even if Salido wins, he's not getting the belt, and he didn't get it. Loma said, I'm still fighting. I can still beat this guy, and he tried. And Orlando said, Homa Tecate. I got you. St. Louis, what up? On commentary, what up, man? Lost his second pro fight and didn't pick up that belt. His third pro fight was against who? Mr. Gary Russell. For the same vacant title. Now, if you watch that fight, some say Gary won. It was close. It was very close. But what I'm saying is, out the gate, HBO, they were putting it, oh my God, they were trying to get this kid something around his waist. I mean, y'all remember what HBO was doing back then? Phenomenal Mexican, salute. Y'all remember what he was doing at HBO? Y'all remember what they were doing at HBO? They were feeding us a steady diet of Klitschko brothers and Gennady Golovkin. I'm sorry, let me say it how Jim Lampley used to say it. Klitschko. The Klitschko brothers. Remember that? Vasily Lomachenko. Sergey Kovalev. Remember that? Gennady Golovkin. Gargle Golovkin. Because they were gargling him, all right. That was HBO. They told Fred to get the hell out of there. They told Fred. They told Floyd Mayweather, yeah, leave. We don't care. We got 2 Klitschkos, a Triple G, a KK Kovalev, and now we got a little Vasily. We good. Yeah. More on that tomorrow. We good. Okay. You remember when Triple G was better than Marvin Hagler. Remember that? Remember they were saying he was the best middleweight in the last 2 decades? As if Bernard Hopkins wasn't there the whole time? Remember that? Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. Well, HBO's gone now, so how'd that work out? And nobody blamed that European invasion for crashing that plane. It was disgusting over there. Yeah, Storm, he said HBO homos be on. Wow. Ain't that something? That's weird, man. The HBO's gone. Didn't see that coming. Vitaly Klitschko. I was like, why is he saying his name like that? But, you know, my point is, Lomachenko. Vasil Lomachenko. I guess that's how you say it. Vasil Lomachenko. Lost his second, though. He lost his O. Vasil Lomachenko, O. Second pro fight. O. Lost your O. And never ran it back, by the way. His fans never said get it back in blood. You know what his fans told me? I said, well, okay, well, listen, the guy was overweight, was hitting him low. Run it back. Now he got a belt. Run it back. They said Vasily was winning the second half of the fight and he was getting robbed. I said, okay, run it back. They were like, nope. I said, okay. Sucker. Great. Oh, yeah, Damon. They tried to feed us everything but a steady diet of African-American black fighters. And that's why that Titanic sunk. I remember very clearly. They would talk crazy to Roy Jones when he was in a tuxedo, and then when he get in the ring, they talk crazier about him. They did it to Andre Ward. Talk crazy to him when he was wearing the suit, got in there with KK Kovalev, and just go ahead and listen to the goddamn commentary. Mr. Shelton, my brother, salute. Yeah, I remember that Phenomenal Mexican. I remember all of that. HBO commentary was some of those biased. HBO commentary was the reason why I started muting my TV. Listening when I'm watching boxing. Oh yeah, Stormy, you're absolutely right. That's exactly where I was going. Vasily lost 3 times, never ran it back. Caesar, what up? Never ran it back. If a black fighter has a close fight, he got to run it back. Ask Andre Ward, ask Floyd Mayweather. Got to run it back. If you don't run it back, use a sucker and all this other weird stuff. Look at what Devin's going through. I mean, really think about this. First, Devin lost, and we was just dealing with it. It was like, okay, he lost. Then you found out Ryan was juiced to the gills. It was like, whoa, Then you found out Ryan's a racist. Then when, you know, Devin is doing what's been going on in boxing since before a lot of us were born, lawsuit. Then he was a sucker, and you should get it back in blood. And okay, well, he's suing him. And I'm going to give my assessment on what I think is going on with Ryan's camp, because there's something happening that y'all are not paying attention to. First of all, he's been vocal about, you know, fighting people that will pretty much kill him. But what happened to get Ryan? Devin said, I want it back in blood. Did he not? All right, you're getting sued. All right, you cheated me. But we could fight, and you could recoup some of that money because you ain't gonna fight. You're not gonna fight for free. All they asked for was for VADA testing. Ryan hasn't done it, so Devin is trying to get it back in blood. And what are people saying? Oh, well, you're suing me now. I'm not gonna fight you now because you're still. Oh, okay. So you're gonna stay broke, ladies and gentlemen. I think Ryan is broke. but I'll dedicate a whole live to that because I'm just speculating. I think he's broke. And I used to think that fighting Devin in the rematch would be his biggest payday, but I don't think it will be. I think he'll just be breaking even. He'll have to fight for less than what he's going to accumulate. They ain't gonna work out no deal where you're making back end money. This ain't the PBC. Uh-oh. Yeah, I said it. This ain't the PBC. You ain't gonna be getting no back end money. You're gonna come in for X amount of dollars, and you're gonna like it. Why has it got to be about honor and just getting your get back with Devin? But Ryan, who's the guilty party, could stand on principle and say, I'm not going to do what Bill tells me to do or Devin tells me to do? What does your pocket say? So Ryan, who's the cheater, he can stand on principle, but Bill and Dev can't? DHP can't? This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Lamar, what up? Crazy stuff, right? So now Ryan don't have to do what they tell him to do. What do y'all want Devin to do? Drop the lawsuit and just fight him in Novada? Oh, y'all want a replay of what happened last time. That's what you want. We always knew what this was about. Evil never takes a day off. Why should we? HBO sunk. 88, what up? HBO sunk because of what they did, and we the only people that speak on what they did. Loma was the last recruit. Lomachenko, 2 Klitschko's, Kovalev, and a Golovkin could not carry boxing on HBO. In HBO, it didn't even have to be like that. It didn't have to be like that. They thought they had a handful of European fighters that could flagship their station, and it killed it. It killed it. And then we move on to Showtime. Similar things. Similar. But this was bad deals with the with the PBC. Yeah, you put a bunch of others on there, but your business wasn't intact. But more on that tomorrow. I want to stay on focus with Vasily Lomachenko. Lomachenko, right? This guy has been in title fights. Let me see. Can I name one fight in his entire career? The man has 18 pro career fights. Let me see. International featherweight, WBO featherweight. This man has never. Okay, wait a minute. Jorge Linares, was that for the? Wait a minute. Super feather. I think Linares wasn't for a belt. Correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. But after Linares, Linares, Nakatani, because he lost to Tio, he ain't had nothing. He fought Nakatani. That was for no belt. Cormier was for some intercontinental belt. Jermaine Ortiz was for no belt. But this guy's been, a majority of his career at pro was for belts. So I'm supposed to have a problem with Keyshawn? Are you kidding me? I'm supposed to have a problem with Keyshawn? I'm not some super duper Keyshawn fan, but pop your ish. Why is he not supposed to call Tank out? Please tell me. Help me out. Lomachenko got everything. Lomachenko got everything. Plus, Flyboy Plays, salute. He got everything and nobody said anything except us. So tell me, why can't this kid get any play? Why can't he fight? Right now, again, I would take, first of all, March 1st is the new date for Tank versus Lamont Roach. That's the new date. That's the new date, right? Wouldn't you rather see him versus Tank versus Keyshawn Davis? Davis versus Davis, no relation. Babs and Buster, no relation. Wouldn't you rather see that the last week of Black History Month? What month was that? That was February, and that the date was the last Saturday is February 22nd of 2025. Wouldn't you rather see that? I don't want to hear who deserves what. I don't want to hear that. You can give us Keyshawn Davis versus Tank Davis, February 22nd, Black History Month, in the DMV. Virginia versus Baltimore, Maryland. If you don't want to do it in, you know what? Guess what? Mutual ground is the Barclays. Kinda. You want to do it in Philly? I don't think that makes much sense. You don't want to do it in Norfolk, Virginia. You don't want to do that. Tank could do it at home, Baltimore. He could. He could. And you know what? I think Keyshawn will take that because he's talking big. I think he'll take that. Bring it to the Barclays. I'll go. You know I'll go. DC is neutral? Yeah. DC is neutral. Terrence, what's good, brother? Good to see you. DC's neutral. But, Adrian, what up? That's basically an in-house fight. And you know what else? It's going to get to the point where Tank is not going to have any choice. He's not going to have any choice because we don't know what the hell's going on with the PBC, do we? I don't trust anything going over there. I don't know what's going on over there. I don't trust it. Well, Tank better do something. All this yip yapping that Kenny and Cal is doing. I think Cal. Darius said Atlantic City. Atlantic City. I don't really like that. I like Atlanta. Atlantic City, though. Gambling. Y'all been to Atlantic City lately? It's not what you think. I mean, it could be in Baltimore. I think Keyshawn will go. But if they start talking about, mutual ground, Brooklyn, Atlanta, something about Atlantic City I don't like, though. Something about Atlantic City I don't like. I haven't really put my finger on it, though. It's something about Atlantic City I don't like. But I'd rather see Keyshawn Davis versus Tank Davis than Lamont frickin' Roach. We ain't asked for that. I ain't got no problem. And look, Keyshawn deserves it. How about that? No, Drew, he don't. Why not? Why not? Lomachenko, second pro fight, was getting looks. He's been in title fights 90% of his pro career. 90%. There was a belt somewhere. I mean, they were giving everything to this guy, man. And it got to the point where we was like, yo, come on, what are y'all doing? It's obvious at this point, man. So Damon says Tank too afraid to come home because he always gets in trouble here. Well, that's another thing. You're not the first person I heard say that. Maybe Baltimore's too distracting for him. I don't know. I don't know. But I like Keyshawn Davis versus Tank Davis. Now let me ask y'all a question. Wait a minute. They said March 1st, which is a Saturday, which is after the 22nd that I want him to fight Keyshawn Davis. They said Saturday, March 1st. Can I ask y'all a question? What's the venue for that? Do you know? The postponed date? Do y'all know? Because I don't know. Anybody? What is the date for Roach versus... No, not the date. What's the venue? It said it's on the East Coast. That's all I heard. Where? Boxing Fan Times 4 in that super chat salute. He says, will that little zest monster from Baltimore ever fight anyone we want? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. What I do know is time is revealing the truth on his ass because he has a fan base that he could do no wrong. But you know what? I'm looking at his fan base and I'm saying, aha, your false support was not enough to book the Toyota Center.
Whoa! What the That's kind of pretty before it gets started, ain't it? Oh, Froggy when he courting, he did ride Crambo. Froggy when he courting, he did ride Crambo. Go!
True story. Tay-Tay, salute. Delano, salute. Salute to Chi-Town's finest. Salute. That's the fam right there. Salute, salute, salute. Thank you in that Cash App. Salute, salute. Hannibal, salute. So, I don't know. I can't answer that, Boxing Fan Times 4. I mean, I'm asking this from all of... Don't we ask this from all of the fighters that we support? It's like, you're doing good. But this guy's over here, that guy's over there. And all we ask is for them to fight each other. And then next thing you know, some of these guys got these fan base that say, oh, I don't want him to do that. It's like, why not? And then we become haters for asking these guys to do their job. How does that work? Oh, I get it. Some of these guys just don't want to see. You know what they don't want to see. Losing is a part of boxing. It is. Floyd got out of the game undefeated, right? Fine. So did Joe Calzaghe. So did he. He got out undefeated. I wanted to see him stick around. I wanted to see him fight Roy Jones and Bernard Hopkins 5 years prior, but 5 years prior, he wasn't popping like that. In fact, he was at 168. So, I mean, look. So, you know, you let certain things go. But right now, you got guys in their prime, and they're just staring at each other. Yeah, Andre Ward got out unscathed. But Andre Ward could say, I wasn't even thinking about KK Kovalev. But the business and the fans told him stop bullying Golovkin, who Abel Sanchez says beats up heavyweights in sparring, and said he would go to 175. He said he would do it. He also said he would go as low as 147 to fight Floyd. No, I'm sorry. Either he said that. No, he said he wanted Floyd. That was true. But he was at 160. He would have catch weight Floyd, probably at 154. He said that. So I said, yo, Floyd's super smaller than him. Toussaint, salute. Said Floyd is super smaller than him. Then he said, I'm going to 168 to fight Chavez Jr. And he said, no. Why him? You know you're looking for a payday because of his name. You got all these belts, come up and fight me. He tried to go fight Chavez twice. I remember that. Then he's on video. Told Ellie Seckback, no, not today. He's too much for me. No. I went to Facebook and I said, yo, your man don't want no smoke with Ward. Then it was like, oh no, well, he can't speak English good. That's not what he meant. I know what he meant. He said it. I was sharing the video. Look what he says. No, Ward, not today. It's too much. No. I don't want no smoke. And then what the fans did was say, stop bullying him. You're boring. They told him he was boring. You're always injured. Meanwhile, he won the Super 6. What has he done? I said, he won the Super 6. Oh, that was 1 million years ago. I said, well, you know, it was 2 million years ago. What? Gennady Golovkin's amateur career. You know, that thing that y'all market him to us. Oh, he has 1,000 amateur wins. I'm like, so? Of course he does. He's 32 years old, beating up on a bunch of 15-year-olds. All those guys do that. Lomachenko was doing that. Get out of here. Stop. Cut it out. You guys is playing. Abel Sanchez did the best he could. Marketing him. He tried to get him Floyd. He got on his black fighters shit. Remember that? Black fighters don't sell. I have a video on it. Black fighters don't sell. We don't? Abel Sanchez said that. You know what was crazy? Triple G, when he got that DAZN deal, do y'all remember what he did? DAZN signed him for an uncanny amount of money, I forget, but he also gave him, I think, stock options in DAZN, something like that. And as soon as he got that bread, he fired Abel Sanchez. And Abel Sanchez was like, yo, he was like a son to me. I said, Gennady Golovkin is a twin. Y'all know he's a twin, right? There's two of them. There's two of them. Both of those dudes know who their father is. And it's not you, Abel Sanchez. You's good boy. You did just what you wanted. It was 120 mil. Damn. Fired his ass. And the next time I saw Abel Sanchez, you know what he was doing? He was coaching Dominic Brazil against, what's his name? That cut up Tyson Fury's eye. Otto Wallin. And Otto beat the crap out of Dominic Brazil. And I said, okay. King Corleone in the building, what up? I said, okay. Mac of the South, my brother. Two things. You're coaching this dude and he sucks. I didn't see anything different from this dude. I think Deontay like murdered him because I think after that Otto Wallin fight, I don't think I've seen him after that, but I could be wrong. That's number one. Number two, black fighters don't sell. Why'd you take that assignment? You see, sometimes people, you don't have to say much. Just watch and let things play out. Just watch. Point at it and say, look, y'all don't see this? Okay. And now look, and where have we seen Abel Sanchez since?
Good night.
You see? You see? So sometimes things work itself out. Tucson Erickson, salute in that super chat. Much love and appreciation, man. Much love. He said, just like Lomachenko said, fighting Crawford at 140 is suicide. Oh, yeah. As a matter of fact, when they asked Lomachenko, who's number 1 pound for pound, I think it's you, he said, no, it's Terrence Crawford. And this was way before the Errol Spence fight. They said, no, we think it's you. He says, no, it's Terrence Crawford. I remember that. That was about 5 or 6 years ago. Because at that same time, he was calling out Tank. Same time. And Mikey Garcia was chasing Loma. Y'all remember that? Come on, man. Some cats just got into this. Some cats are Tank fans, and then they just got here. But there's a history with this thing. They just think we're hating, and no. All we're doing is asking these guys to do their job. I don't understand this Lamont Roach thing. And Tank really goofed himself up with this. Do you know, listen, man. You know this is embarrassing? Because what you're doing, what you're seeing now is a domino effect. And more on that when I talk some of this boxing in the morning. Because Tank's behavior, trying to behave like Floyd, it's not working. Floyd's style of doing things, it's outdated. As soon as he left, it's outdated. Mike Tyson is fighting Jake Paul tomorrow. I'm talking about this tomorrow because what you see, Jake Paul and Mike Tyson are about to do some serious numbers. He just slapped the shit out of him today, and it looked totally staged. But that's about to do some serious numbers. Do you know Serrano is fucking around about to have a better year than Tank? This thing that Jake Paul is doing is about to set a trend, and he's also putting boxing on blast. You see, Turkey Al-Sheikh is not the only boxing fan. Jake Paul is also a boxing fan. Let me ask y'all a question. Outside of Tommy Fury, name one person that fought on a Jake Paul event that wasn't satisfied with their pay. And they say they would never fight for him again. Name one. Stop. That's a trick question. Because that fighter don't exist. Are y'all paying attention, or y'all just... I had to step back and look at this Jake Paul thing, and I was like, you know what? I know what he's doing. I know what he's doing. Now, this is some clown stuff he's doing with Mike Tyson. But really think about it. If Tank Davis was that dude, that Toyota Center would have been booked for real, and I'd be just sitting here waiting to talk about it, me and Stormy, Sunday evening, December 15th. But how do the real boxers, because Mike is 60-something years old and Jake Paul, everyone is clowning him and everything else, but how do the real boxers don't even have a home to house their event? How does that happen? Tell me how that happened. How many times I told y'all people have to qualify to talk boxing with you? There are some things that we are not supposed to entertain. You see why us educated boxing fans, we shouldn't entertain casuals? You see why these fighters that have fanatics from certain cities or certain genres, it's better to ignore them. You know why? What Stormy says, when you see two people arguing in the street, you don't know who the fool is. Sometimes you got to be the better person to say, you're crazy. I'm going to keep walking. I'll keep my eye on you, but I'm going to keep walking. But if someone says, oh, motherfucker, and then you motherfucker him back and you start thumping in the street, police roll up. Arrest the crazy one. Which one is the crazy one? Because y'all both thumping in the street. Well, you could have walked off. You got to pick your battles. which is why I keep certain Tank Davis fans around. I haven't seen two in particular in a few weeks. Hope they're okay. Delano says Jake Paul's turning boxing into the new WWE. Boxing's been the WWE, and it didn't need Jake Paul's help. But what Jake Paul has done was genius, and I'll talk about it tomorrow. Leisure, exactly. And I will talk about that tomorrow. Exactly. I have no malice towards Jake Paul at all. Boss. None. I really had to sit back and I'm just watching it like, you know something? He's actually doing something good. Look past the clown shit. Look at his events. Look at his events, man. And you know what I heard Blue say today earlier? I didn't know this. Seen and unseen boxing, salute. He tried to make him and Mike the co-main and put Amanda as the main event, because that's the real fight. But Netflix said, no. You absolutely have to be the main event. That's what I heard. He tried to put Amanda Serrano the main event. I said, oh, shoot. He tried. Can I ask you a question? This is going to hurt. 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 Who's giving back to boxing more? Jake Paul or Tank Davis?
Whoa! What the
Think about it before you lash out. This Mike Tyson, Michael Ray, what up? This Mike Tyson thing is an absolute clown show. That main event, I'm not taking that serious. It's not going to the cards, so we can stop it unless they have some sort of agreement. Marco, what up? Unless they have an agreement, like not to hurt each other. One of those things. But listen to the question. Who's giving back to boxing? Giving back to boxing. Jake Paul or Tank Davis? Who's giving back more? Think about it. Now I want you to think about who's watching. Who's watching? Jake Paul, and I'm going to talk about this tomorrow, he's tapped in to two fan bases. The same fans that run behind Tank unconditionally, talking about money and clothing and tattoos. Jake got those fans too, and then some. Jake got a bigger fan base, a bigger audience than Tank Davis does. But Tank is the real boxer. And now Jake got a hold of Mike Tyson, and he got Amanda Serrano on the undercard. Jake is touching everything here. What's Tank touching? I don't hear me. Oh, I'm sorry. When I get my Patreon up, y'all just make sure y'all just subscribe. I have a video coming up there. Jake's giving you Mike Tyson, Amanda Serrano, and God knows what else he got up his sleeve. Jake Paul's events have been like events. They've done well. Y'all remember those bonuses he gave back to the people on his undercard? Woo! Barrios, Shushu. It's on the Jake Paul card. what? But Tank can't get the damn Toyota Center? What's going on? And then the PBC had lied to Tank, and then Tank had to repeat the lie to the. I wasn't even thinking about the damn thing not being sold. I said, oh, it's gonna do. Remember when I said, oh, it's gonna do numbers. It's Tank. People love him. It's gonna do numbers at the door. But I want to know what the pay-per-view sales is gonna look like, because ain't no one checking for Lamar Roach. That's all I said. And then this ain't Tank's fault. Drew, you really said that? Yeah, it's not his fault. His job is to go train and knock his opponent's head off. When are we fighting? December 14th? All right, I'm ready. I'll be ready. No date, because there's no venue. And then they lied about why the venue wasn't available. I'm like, whoa, what's happening? Got this kid out here looking stupid, but I saw the play. It's beyond him. He's too stupid. Now we're looking at who's in charge of this kid. Whose man's is this? Who's in charge? Who told him to say that? A whole event canceled. Got us looking at the PBC. Yo, man, when's Errol and Fundora fighting? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. What happened? I thought that was done. What's going on? Remember when Bud was like, you can't jump the line, and Errol was saying something like, yo, I don't do lines. What's going on? What happened? All this funny stuff. Remember Errol said, I feel like I'm being played? Errol got man down promotions. Deontay Wilder got his own promotion company. These guys are doing their own thing. Al Heyman is just an advisor. What is he advising these guys to do? Y'all really don't understand that this no venue thing, y'all should be worried. Okay. Casuals aren't worried. You know why y'all not worried? I'm gonna tell y'all why the casuals aren't worried. Casuals are not worried because they only care about one fighter. They don't care about the undercard. They don't care about anything. They don't care about the amount of work that goes into this. They don't give a damn about anything. They just want to see their man. You see why we call y'all gay? We're joking, but not quite. See, I care about the whole thing. I want fighters to show up, fight, be entertained, be entertaining, get paid, go home safe to their family. Because if that doesn't happen, and I want them to do good doors, do good sales, do good views, you know why? I'm the consumer, y'all. And when I pay for a good product, that means what I'm paying for, the person that owns the product will give me better options the next time they put on an event. Replay value. But a fan of a fighter that doesn't care, you know, y'all have gone to events at some point in your lives. I'm the guy that shows up at the undercard that's not even aired before it turns into pay-per-view, before the main announcers come to when it's like 10 people in the audience. I'm there. Then you got the others that come in about 10 minutes before they sing the national anthem. That ain't me. That ain't me. Yeah, Leisha, I'm not trying to drag anybody, I'm not trying to drag anybody. This is just how I see things. Knockout sees things a certain way, and I see things different. That's all. But what I'm saying is, if HBO could get these athletes and single-handedly fuck themselves up, how do we as a community not see that and say, we can't do that. You see, we tried to support the PBC, but there was some funny work going on in there. The bad part were the casuals, and I'm going to talk about this tomorrow. The casuals are the reason why Jake Paul didn't sneak in the back door and come into boxing. He walked through the front door and made a withdrawal. Now, you don't sneak in the back. You sneak in the back door to make a robbery. That's not what he did. He walked through the front door and made a withdrawal. Because the casuals, y'all guys, and I'm saying y'all in the chat, but the casuals, Anthony, what up? The casuals made that hole in the dam and now open up the floodgates. And it's not what you want, because boxing is drowning now. And it's about to die as you know it. It's going to be weird turning to Netflix just to watch boxing. We're going to see how much y'all love boxing. We're going to see. This is why we say fans of fighters are very dangerous. It makes for a good argument. How funny it is. The first time I saw BFTB, because you know he was the first person to do debates on YouTube as far as boxing was concerned. He was the first person. Back when we had Google Hangouts, I remember when he first sent out a link, the first person he talked to was a kid, a little white kid in the UK. And he was like, all right, who wants to debate me? And this kid came on here and he had the V for Vendetta mask, and then he moved it. And BF was looking at him like, all right, well, what is this? And he was just talking, and he was like, all right, well, you know, it wasn't what he was looking for. So the kid said, oh, I'll come to America and I'll slap you. Okay, next. And then he finally got some smoke with some AJ fans, and they were talking boxing. And then you realize that BF was talking boxing. He was talking dollars and cents, and why fighters should fight now. And the AJ fangirls, they were talking about reasons why the fight shouldn't happen. Because Deontay wasn't worth nothing. And I was saying, Deontay's not worth nothing but Carlos Takam? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Huh? Everything that they mentioned, we were trying to make the fight. They were finding reasons not to make the fight. And we still ain't have the fight. The circus still continues in reference to that. But I saw then. I said, this is going to get dangerous because these fighters have these fan bases. Like I compared them to women, the little girls in junior high school that was salivating over Albie Shaw back in the 80s. And when you talk bad about them, or they thought you was talking bad about them, they damn near want to fight you. Don't talk about my baby. You don't even know this man. You don't even know this man. What are you talking about? The AJ fans, I've never seen anything like that. The Pacquiao fans kind of made sense because they were like a majority of them for the Philippines, but the niggas in America, that didn't make sense, but they vanished. All right. The AJ fans, they vanished. Even the American ones, gone. And now I'm looking at these Tank fans, and it's like every time I'm thinking, I said the AJ fans, it can't get no worse because it got like out and out, like homosexual. Then the Tank fans like really was like strange. It's one thing if you have a kid that looks at an athlete and says, you know what, that's what I want to do. I want to be like him and how he acts in the ring. Forget about the out of the ring stuff, but you know, I want to put up my Dukes, Bionic Prince, salute. And that's one thing. But then when you get these kids that identify with Tank, and you hear things like, oh, he came from nothing like me. I hate hearing black people say that. I hate hearing that. I hate hearing that. It's so stupid. What you mean you came from nothing? I can't stand that. And it's that. And they start talking about his tattoos and mean streets of Baltimore. Trill Will in the building, my brother, salute. The mean streets of Baltimore, and it just gets out of control, y'all. And I'm like, what the fuck? And to justify everything that this kid does. Thank you, Hannibal. That's what it is. We applaud failure. And it's like sometimes you got to slow down, man. You got to slow down to speed up. If y'all get what I'm saying, you got to slow down to speed up. You got to slow down to see what's going on. Then you can accelerate. Slow down so you can see what's ahead of you. And I don't have to cut down Tank. I just point out what he's done. And as a boxing community, whereas the real educated supporters of the sport was trying to say, look, this guy can't do this because it's going to mean this is going to happen. He has an unconditional fan base. I was just telling us shut the fuck up and just like it. He even told the fan. A fan said, yo, look, Tank, I dig you, but Lamont Roach, and he said, yo, I'm going to do it and you're going to like it. That's how you talk to the people that support your lifestyle? Okay. Did he lose a fan that day? I don't know. But the reason why I brought up HBO is because how could you not see HBO? People were saying, yo, look, all right, man, these white boys is nice, but you got a whole bunch of other black athletes here. You need to start, putting them in the ring. The black dollar got disrespected, y'all. And that's why HBO failed. Now, you can talk to any person. I know our brother George Jakovich, he used to work with HBO. And he was there when it collapsed. My brother Vasily, he was there when it collapsed. And they didn't see it coming. Dead serious. They didn't see it coming until like the last couple of weeks. See what I mean? It's weird, right? But we showed them we're not just going to be spoon-fed trash. We're going to hold our dollar until you get right. And they said, well, screw your dollar. Triple G, Lomachenko, the Klitschko's, and KK Kovalev. That's our flagship. That's how we're going to run it. And they ran it kamikaze right into the ocean. Just missed the aircraft carrier. You was trying to take down the aircraft carrier. Boom! Right in the ocean. Bottom of the sea. And the next time we see you is going to be 100 years later with a camera attached to a submarine that can handle the pressure that you couldn't. So there goes HBO. So I'm looking at you Tank Davis fans, you unconditional fans. That's why I was wondering. And this has to do with what I'm talking about here. HBO crashed, and there's still people holding on to the hope that Lomachenko is still this top tier guy. He's up to 3 losses. 3. And he still told you, money don't move. I'm talking to the Tank fans. Money don't move Lomachenko. The more I think about it, I didn't hear him say that. You heard probably something that came from his camp, but I think they got their words fucked up. You know what I think? I don't think they had enough money to move Lomachenko. Get what I'm saying? I think there's a difference. I don't think he said money don't move me. I think he said you don't have enough money to move me. You got gold chains and lime green purses and fur coats and what you mean you want to pay me $1.2 million? Yeah, but he's undefeated and you got 3 losses. I don't care. I'm Lomachenko. You need a dance partner. You're not fighting me. You ducked me for 4 to 5 years. You're not going to fight. I'm not going to fight you if you don't pay me right. Go do something else. Well, what is he going to do? Yeah, we don't deal with scumbag cowards. So anyway. Oh, as a matter of fact. I was told to do something. Okay. All right. Tells me to get off Loma's nuts, but he's here on whose nuts? So anyway, another disgruntled Tank fan. So I'll continue talking about Loma because, Tank ducked Loma for 5 years, and Tank was supposed to handle that business, and Tank never did it. So shout out to Devin for doing Tank's work. Didn't do it. Where's the lie? Where's the lie? Ain't no lie. Ain't no lie. Tank didn't do it. He doo-dooed in his pants. Whenever he said Loma. I mean, just straight sharp. I mean, ruining his drawers. But you know how Tank fans are. They got boo-boo stains in the back and in the front.
Whoa! What the Miguel!
Broken wrist. But that's what these kids do. They greet each other. They don't do daps and bear hugs no more. They kiss each other on the mouth. Yo, what up, yo? Yo, what up? Yo, what the fuck? What? That's what you kids are doing? Oh, man. Sheesh. Shout out to you single ladies, man. Exactly, Hannibal. Haney did everything that Tank was supposed to do at 135. That's the truth. That's the truth. And y'all bought it. But you know what we found out? What do I say? Just because you're celebrated don't mean you're great. If Tank retired tonight, is he going to Hall of Fame? Nope. Nope. He ain't do enough. He ain't do enough. That's it. He got work to do. That's just it. I see you. See, now I'm going to clown you. Now I'm going to clown you. I see you. Watch this. Loma would have whooped Tank's ass. Prove me wrong. You can't. Oh, we tried to fight him. Yeah, 5 years later. And he tried to underpay him. Prove that wrong. How do you know? Well, I know they ain't got no money for a goddamn venue. Uh-oh. So you ain't got no money to pay for a venue. How you gonna pay Lomachenko? You know what I think? I think the Lomachenko said, we're gonna pay you like $2 million and you get the rest of your money on the back end. You know that's how the PBC work. And he was like, no, you don't have enough money to move Lomachenko. BMX, what up? That's what happened. Prove me wrong. Because if I didn't happen, now you talking about retiring. Guess what? I'm going to name some fighters that got a better record than Tank at 135. Lomachenko, Devin Haney, George Kambosos, and Teofimo Lopez before he left. The only two people that don't have a better resume at 135 than Tank is Shakur and Keyshawn. Did I say Lamont Roach anywhere? So, Lomachenko is well deserved, but Keyshawn doesn't. Oh yeah, and Ryan Garcia. Ain't that crazy? My argument for Keyshawn is that he's coming along just like Loma came along, minus the machine of a whole network that face planted. But he's making his own way. He sold out in Virginia, right? Scored a knockout against a guy that was like damn near 20 pounds heavier than him. Something that Tank wouldn't dare to do. If that dude came in there that heavy against Tank, Tank ain't fighting him. So of course he could call out this guy's name. Of course. Why not? Call his name. See what happens. I'm here for it. But you're not getting my bread versus Lamont Roach. And don't get it twisted. I wanted to support Tank. I can't do it. Is anybody in the chat buying Lamont Roach? If it's happening March 1st, is any of y'all buying Lamont Roach versus Tank Davis? Just put what you doing. If you buying it, let me know. It's okay. Put a yes or no in the chat if you buying it. I'm not. I'm not even watching it. I promise you, I'll be finding something else to do. And dank father salute. And if it's an upset, I'll watch the replay and I'll laugh about it. Look at that. No, hell no. Not worth paying for. That's all I'm saying. Now, everyone could say, hey, man, you hating on Tank. Look, if you're here for the first time, here's what you need to know. I do hate Tank. Now, you can leave. You have options. You can click the X button, the back button, and don't recommend this channel. You could do all of that. But I can explain why I hate that kid. I can explain it. And 80% of it has nothing to do with boxing. Because this is what I got on him. You can't argue it unless you're an asshole just like him. And this is not the place for you because I don't deal with assholes and casuals. If you could look past his behavior outside of the ring, this ain't the place for you. If you can justify Lamont Roach, this definitely ain't the place for you. If you are going to pay $80, let me know when they have a venue. That's what you do. Let me know. He's going to need every bit of your money. Because what you don't want is him being broke after all of this work that he's done. If you're not concerned about what's going on with the PVC and all of this stuff, hey, man. Casual indeed. All of this justifying, because there's dudes that try and get on here and justify, oh, well, it's this and it's that. Look, all the math and Lego of the numbers, you can try to do it all you want. But what did I just say earlier in the program? Sometimes you could mention it, but just watch it play out. And like I said, all of this shucking and jiving and celebrating they do of this kid, his fans don't generate enough spark to book a venue in Houston. And don't you know Jamal Charlo and Andre was supposed to be fighting on their undercard? When are they fighting? You see what I mean? But meanwhile, Jake Paul versus 100-year-old Mike Tyson is about to go down on Friday night on Netflix. This is why we needed to box the casuals out. Box them out. Because boxing is almost done, y'all. It's almost done. We're going to see who the real fans are. No more of this. And then I heard Top Rank is getting away from ESPN. ESPN is about to be done with boxing. Oh, this shit is over, y'all. This shit is over. And this is what happens when you let casuals in. And these guys, what these dudes did was they get these athletes and they thought they caught lightning in a bottle and they think, oh, we're going to hit a lick here. We're going to hit a lick there. But that's short term. It's not long term. All the brilliant matchmaking that Top Rank has done over 70 years or however long they've been around. With this new era, you literally shot yourself in the foot. Boxing would have been a lot better off with organic outcomes. That's what me on Saturdays, me and my dad and my uncles watching boxing on ABC and NBC. That's what it was about. The favorite could lose, or he could win outstanding, or have a tough night, or the favorite could struggle against this guy and we didn't know that this guy was good. ABC Wide World of Sports. Flicking from channel to channel. You guys don't love boxing like you say. You kids have short attention span. The only thing you know about boxing is Tank Davis or whatever fighter your dick blowing. But when he's not on social media talking or not saying something, you're on to do. Y'all kids got ADD. Y'all in the microwave society, which means you need stuff now. I like my macaroni baked. I don't like it poured in a pot in water and then the powdered cheese on it. It don't taste the same. But baked macaroni takes time. It's more fulfilling and it's a bit healthier. I mean, it's still greasy, but it's a bit healthier than macaroni in a box. But you kids want instant gratifications. You want it now, 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 now. Tank's career is going to be a blink of an eye. When Tank is gone, so will you. And everyone's going to be looking around, well, where's boxing? We had views here. Oh, so-and-so retired 2 years ago. It took half his fan base with him. That's why I asked y'all, where the Pactards at? Gone. Where the Flomos at? Gone. Where the American AJ fans at? Gone. Where the Wilder fans at? Still here? Where's his haters at? Still here? Because we here. You see? You see? All we want is organic outcomes. That's why I also say boxing fans in the UK are better than American fans. You guys are the worst. You guys are the worst. Because y'all are fanatics. Y'all are not supporters. There's a difference. Boxing used to be a respected sport. That's why they're putting Dana White in charge of stuff. If he gets into boxing, one thing you will see is organic outcomes. No. If you have a belt and you're the number one contender or you're the a mandatory, you're fighting. Ain't gonna be none of this. Let this fight marinate and stuff. That legitimately killed the sport. And the casuals have you to thank. And even these super duper channels. When boxing is on a decline, I wonder what you're gonna do, man. I hope you got your chip stacked. I hope you talk about something else. That's why I have 2 channels. I have 3 actually. I can do other things. But this shit is almost over. It's not over. It's gonna have to be worked in a different manner. This cats that walked away from it now. Oh, boxing's dead. It's not really dead. It's not dead. There's a lot of fight. Y'all follow Stormy B, man? It's not dead. It's really not. But you see who the casuals are and who the real purists are. This is disgusting, y'all. Don't cry later. I ain't gonna talk your head off. I gotta go to sleep and talk some more boxing tomorrow. So I salute y'all. Thank y'all for riding with me tonight. Do this show tomorrow, and I'm gonna do pep talk. I'm gonna be doing more pep talk because there's a lot of boxing going on, but you know, it's only a handful of purists that really care, and that's cool. And that's why we love Stormy B, man, for real. So in closing, Lomachenko, if he deserved all of this shine early in his career, I have no problem with Keyshawn. Make the fight. Forget Lamont Roach March 1st and fight Keyshawn Davis the week before on February 22nd on Black History Month. Why not? At least he's in the division. I think Keyshawn stops Tank. Prove me wrong. He's bigger than him. He's punching downwards. What are you gonna do? Put a rehydration clause on him? Something Tank? You know, Tank does stuff like that, but whatever. Prove me wrong. Make the fight. I just want to see these kids mix it up. But salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelda, Cash App, Super Chat. I'll see y'all in the AM. And y'all stay blessed. Bronx on deck.
Move! Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.